So today is the day that I answer your September Q&A or questions that you asked me that I so very much appreciate. I think I got pretty good amount of questions here to cover, so I will go ahead and get started. The first question is from Desichroma, a mental health blogger. Hey, if you could have one superpower, what would it be? I think invisibility. Just so I could like get on the planes for free and travel the world. The one thing that you have to think about with that though is like, is your luggage, would that be invisible with you? Like while you're holding it or not? Because I don't know how people would feel about floating luggage. But if my luggage could also be invisible, then I would definitely want invisibility. Nick Goskin asked multiple questions. Favorite band, film, book. Um, Favorite band is Depeche Mode. Depeche Mode and the Beatles. My favorite film. I don't really have one. I love horror films. I love a good drama film, a good thriller, mystery, suspense movie. So I don't know. I don't really have a favorite. And as far as books, the Harry Potter series. Yes, I'm a Harry Potter nerd. I love Harry Potter. I'm currently reading the Percy Jackson series, which is sort of Harry Potter-like, and that's pretty good too. Also horror books, Stephen King, anything by Clive Barker I enjoy. So that's pretty much what I like for books. Name an actor you love to watch and one you can't stand. I can't stand Jim Carrey in a comedy role. I like him in serious films, but I hate him in comedies. An actor that I love to watch, I don't know. There's a lot, I guess. Morgan Freeman. Who doesn't love watching Morgan Freeman? He's an incredible actor. I'll stick with that. What career are you pursuing, or what would you want to pursue? I am pursuing a career in psychology. I am kind of up in the air on what I want to do exactly. I've considered being an instructor at community college level starting off because I can get in with a master's. To be a university teacher, I would need my doctorate. So just so I can kind of get my foot in the door working without being in school for so long and not doing anything, I think I would start off there and then probably work towards a doctorate and teach at a university where I could also do research, which I think I would enjoy. But on the other hand, there's a million fields of psychology. There is industrial psychology, where basically there's psychology in the workplace, like what do you do to make your employees happy, what kind of reward programs can you come up with, so on and so forth. My psychology teacher actually told me that that's a very high paying field in psychology, so maybe that's something I'll look into. As far as counseling, right now, my current state of being, I don't feel like I would be stable enough to counsel another individual, but 5 years from now, I may be in a better place and I may want to pursue that, so we'll see. What would you name your daughter? Well, if I am with my current boyfriend, he wants to name our first daughter Tabitha. That's the name that he has always loved since he was a kid. He knew a girl named Tabitha, so that would be our daughter's name. If we had a second daughter, I would choose the name Lillian. I've always liked that name. What place, foreign country, would you really want to visit? I really want to go to Japan, and I would also really like to go to Australia. I would like to go to England. Those are probably my top three right there, but I want to travel everywhere. I'm a huge travel enthusiast, and over the last few years I haven't had the financial means to do it, so that's been kind of unfortunate. but I would like to travel again soon and travel out of country. Let's see. Are you or would you consider becoming a vegan? I'm not a vegan, I'm a vegetarian who doesn't drink milk like straight milk. I'll drink things that contain milk. I try and keep my ice cream intake low because that's really high in milk, of course. But if it's something like a milk chocolate, that contains milk, then I'll eat it. Would I ever consider becoming a vegan? I love sweets so much as far as like pies and donuts and just different pastries, and I know you can make all of those vegan and they are delicious, but I don't know. I'm not a cook. I feel like to be a vegan, you really have to be a cook, and that's just not me. I'm not good at cooking. So I don't think I would become a vegan right now just because of my love for sweet things with milk and butter and eggs in them, and the fact that I'm not a good cook. Is there anything you like or like doing that you keep quiet because it's really uncool? I probably do a lot of really uncool things. Probably, well, I don't like tell, I know some of my friends know about my YouTube channel, but I definitely don't be like, hi, nice to meet you. I have a YouTube channel where I talk about mental health and my personal experiences. So that's one thing that I do that I don't tell people. I don't tell the average person that I play video games necessarily, or that I play board games, nerdy board games. So that's some things that I guess the average, like, say, coworker would consider uncool that I might not talk about. So anyway, so that answers all the questions from Nick. Next question is from Fun Nowhere Man. What would you do for a ice cream? I would buy it. Like I said previously, I try and avoid eating much ice cream, so I would probably not do anything for it because it's better off for me not to eat it. Are you crazy? My boyfriend says that I'm crazy, so does that make me crazy? I don't know. Sure, we'll say I'm crazy. How do you stay optimistic? I'm really not a very optimistic person. I'm actually a pretty pessimistic person, but as far as overall optimism, I just kind of think as, I mean, I'm going to get through this. This is going to work out. As far as school, if it doesn't work out at one school and one program, then there's another program and another school that I can do. As far as a job, if one job doesn't work out, then I can always quit that job and move on to another one. So just kind of like endless opportunities, I guess, is how I stay optimistic. Stuck in the 90s asks, what is your music preference? My music preference is very vast. I like a lot of 60s through 80s rock, like rock and roll and glam rock. I like the new wave, dark wave era, industrial music and the gothic movement. I like a lot of the classic rock, like the Doors, the Beatles, Led Zeppelin, Pink Floyd, all those guys. What genres, bands, styles do you like? Can you name 5 of your favorite musicians? So I kind of already mentioned the genres and styles that I like. Oh, and I like indie music too, like indie acoustic and folk music. Kind of like, I guess to give you a mainstream example, like Mumford and Sons. And I also like bluesy music, like the old Black Keys, their original first few albums have gotten pretty poppy, which is very unfortunate, but I love good bluesy music. 5 of your favorite musicians. That would probably be Depeche Mode, Vast, the Beatles, um, Hozier, and Jesus and Mary Chain, I think. It's a really hard question to answer. Okay. What is the ultimate happiness for you? The ultimate happiness for me is just ultimately being happy, being where I want to be career-wise, being happy in a job, being happy in a relationship, hopefully being married, hopefully having the chance to spread happiness towards other people, being able to travel while doing so. I would love to have a job where I get to travel eventually. So, I don't know, just exploring. I'm an explorer, so the ultimate happiness for me would be exploring as much as I can. If you could decide what happens after you die, how would you fill it in? I would like to be reincarnated into I don't know what and forget this past life. Yeah, that would be the easiest, I think. Mark Shaw asks, I have schizoaffective. How does this affect you day to day? So I'm on medications that control my psychotic symptoms, and I'm on a mood stabilizer. So I don't really deal with moods fluctuating up and down, and I don't deal with psychotic symptoms very much either. So basically what I deal with is bouts of depression and anxiety, and that's pretty much what affects me day to day. Hearing voices, do you also see or smell things? Hallucinations? Yes, I do see things. I see and I hear things. I've smelt things before, but I believe they were more paranormal than a hallucination. So I know that's kind of a fine line as what's paranormal and what's a hallucination, but I believe things that I have smelled were paranormal and not hallucinations. Are you on or been on any medications, and how have they helped you and what side effects? Yes, I am on medication. I am on 2 medications for anxiety. I'm on a mood stabilizer, and I'm on an antipsychotic. As far as side effects go, I've gained weight on them, and I think that I've experienced some of the lithium acne issue as well. So those are pretty much the main side effects that I've had. Luckily, I haven't had any like tremors or shakes or anything like that. So, Nixon Morrow asks, if you could get rid of one of your mental disorders, which one would it be? As much as I want to say anxiety, I'm going to say schizoaffective disorder, because just having unstable moods and having psychosis is terrifying, and having to be on a mood stabilizer and an antipsychotic sucks because there's so many side effects for those drugs, whereas anxiety medicines, side effects are more limited to drowsiness, calming you down. So at least for me, I haven't had bad side effects with anxiety medicine, so I would much rather prefer to be just on those than being on a mood stabilizer and an antipsychotic. So I'm going to say to get rid of my schizoaffective disorder is what I would like. Have you ever attempted suicide? Yes, I have twice. One time, somewhat recently, like 6 months ago, and then The Wise Old Ape asks, do you find music helpful for your illness? If so, what kind works best for you? Yeah, of course. Music is definitely helpful. When I'm driving, I'll listen to music a lot. As far as what works best for you, I mean, just whatever band or musician that I'm into at the moment. Like I said, my taste in music is pretty broad, so it could be anything. How do you feel about exercise? A lot, a little, or none at all? I do a little exercise. I have an exercise bike. I play DDR, Dance Revolution, on the Xbox, and I have an elliptical. So all in-home exercise. I do not like gyms. That give my social anxiety like out the roof. So I don't participate in that, but I do some at-home exercise. I love walking as well. I don't walk as much as I used to, but I love walking to get exercise as well, just walking around kind of exploring or walking to a coffee shop or something instead of driving there. So, and let's see, tough question. Are you religious or spiritual? I am, I guess, spiritual, you could say, because I do believe in spirits. I do believe that they're constantly around us. I don't believe in higher power like a God, like a Christian God, or I don't believe in like Hindu gods or Buddhist gods or goddesses. But I do believe that there's spiritual activity around us. So, let's see. And if so, how do you navigate between that and hallucinations and other symptoms? Hey, I just kind of talked about that previously, and I would almost like to make an entirely separate video on this because it's so, like, it's a big question. But I've done internet research and really haven't found much out there, so I don't know how good of a video I can make on it. But yeah, I mean, I feel like when I'm experiencing something paranormal, for example, like I have friends who are mediums, I mean, who are, get spirits are attracted to them, and sometimes I'll feel spiritual energy when I'm with them. And if I'm in like an old building or an old establishment, I'll feel energy. I occasionally, or almost regularly, annually go on ghost tours every Halloween, and we'll go to locations that are very high in paranormal activity. So I definitely experience what I would consider paranormal and not hallucinations just because of the nature of where I'm at and what it is. I don't know, hallucinations just feel different, I guess, than paranormal activity does. It's, I don't know, it's a very fine line, it's hard to say, but I think you just kind of know, like, I think that I can tell when something is a paranormal experience, or I can tell if I am just being crazy. Okay, easy question. What is your favorite food, drink? What is my favorite food? Pancakes and donuts are my addictions. And veggie burgers, I really enjoy veggie burgers of all kinds. Spinach burgers, black bean burgers, quinoa, is that how you say that? Burgers. Pretty much sunflower seed burgers. They're all delicious, any kind of veggie burger. And your favorite drink? Tea and coffee. I like pure cane sugar sodas, like Excel soda, for example. I think that's kind of local. I don't know if that's everywhere, but basically just independent soda maker that uses pure cane sugar instead of high fructose corn syrup. Those sodas are really tasty. And let's see. And most importantly, what would Black Santa do? This will be on the final. Black Santa would do the same thing as White Santa, except Black Santa would, I don't know, what would Black Santa do? I don't know. Is this a meme, Black Santa? Because I've never seen it. So, I don't know. What would Black Santa do? I'm going to say racial equality. He would do the same as White Santa. Yes. And finally, the last person, Simone Simo24 asks, okay, here are my questions. Do you like manga/anime? Yes, I do. Do you know Monster Hunter? Yes, I do, although I have not seen it or read it. How old are you? I am 25, going on 26. Do you believe in aliens? Yes, I certainly do. Are you afraid of spiders? To an extent. Really depends on the size of the spider. If he's like really big and got really long legs and creepy and crawly, I'm probably gonna be more freaked out than if he was a tiny itty bitty spider. So yeah, we'll just leave it at that. And is that a Pikachu towel? Can you show us? Why, yes, it is a Pikachu towel. Actually, it is a blanket, and it has got Pikachu, Charmander, Squirtle, and Bulbasaur on it. So I will try and get this in frame. Okay, so yeah, hopefully that you could see that. So yes, I love Pokemon. I play all the DS games, I collect plushies, I collect figurines. I am a Pokemon junkie for sure. So anyway, that is all the questions for this month. And if you would like to ask a question, or if you didn't get a chance, I'll be making one of these for October as well, so please ask me questions. And thank you guys all so much for the questions that you did ask. If you have another one, but you already asked this month, then that's totally cool. Ask more. I'm all okay with that. So thank you again, and please subscribe if you have not already. And I love you guys so much, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.